have a blanket or a towel, you may want to start with it, but if you don't have anything within reach, that's okay. You can start on your back. Okay, there you go. You're both back. So you'll just take the long edge of the towel and roll whatever size you like. So I like it pretty small, and we're just gonna lay back over that roll, so that's perpendicular to the long edge of your mat. So lower part of the rib cage will rest on that roll, and your legs can be whatever shape you like, either bent or straight. And arms can just splay out to the side. Just starting in this gentle back bend. Just feel the length in the spine that the shape creates. And feel the way the body moves as you breathe here. And then just carefully roll off to your right side. You can use your right arm as a pillow, and you're still draped over that blanket. If you need to adjust the position just a little bit so you're comfortable, feel free to move your body up or down. And just take a couple of breaths here, draped sideways over the blanket. And then just carefully roll yourself onto your back so you can make your way to the other side. So you're just draped over the blanket on your left side. And then from there, you can just remove your blanket and then make your way back onto your back with your knees bent. Just take a couple of breaths there with the knees bent. No movement, just feeling that neutral spine. Noticing again how the breath feels in this shape compared to when you're over the blanket. Just reach your arms up by your ears, stretch through the fingertips. And then take your arms out to a T and flip the palms up towards the ceiling. And then just gently press into the fingernails. So maybe the elbows start to lift a little bit. And then spread the fingers away from each other. So it's like your arms could get longer. And then just relax the arms down. Let's just bring them down by the sides and take some bridge pose with breath here. So on your inhale, roll up into bridge. And exhale, roll down. Inhale, roll then this time, just keep the hips down, walk your feet wider than your hips. Take your arms back to that T position, and just windshield wiper the knees gently side to side. And then next time your knees are over to the right, just hold there in that twist. And then draw the knees through center, take them to the other side. And then bring the knees back through center, hug them in towards the chest, take a little rock side to side. And then you can rock straight up and down or off to the side, just so you can make your way to a seated position. And then once you're seated, just interlace the fingers behind the back, take a clasp or maybe reach for opposite forearms. And then release the hands, just bring them to the knees and take some shoulder rolls. And then we'll do just a quick little bit of myofascial release here in the front of the chest. So take your right hand, find your right collarbone, and your left hand to find the sternum in the middle of the ribs. And notice how the fingertips form this little corner right here. You're gonna go just below that corner with your left fingertips. So you can just feel around to feel muscle or soft tissue. For me, I find a little bit of tenderness. So find a place where you can land and then just press your fingers gently in and then down towards the floor. So in and down. Maybe you close your eyes just to see what that feels like. And take an inhale and an exhale. And then if you'd like, you can lift your chin up and away over to the left and just notice how that changes the sensation. And then take an inhale and an exhale. One more breath here. Inhale and exhale. And then just release that. Turn your head back to center. Interlace the fingers behind the back again. Take that clasp and just notice how the right and the left side of the chest feel right there. And then we'll just change sides so you can find the collarbone with the left hand, sternum with the right. Find that place where the fingertips meet and then use your right hand to feel around muscle, soft tissue, and then press in towards your heart and down towards the floor. Maybe you close your eyes, take an inhale and an exhale. And then if you'd like, lift the chin up and away over to the right. And then take an inhale. And exhale, see if you can soften. And then one more inhale. And exhale. And then just release the hand to the leg. Turn your head forward. Take some shoulder rolls. And one last time here, just take that clasp behind the back. So interlace the fingers, just notice how that feels. And then unwind that and make your way up into tabletop. And once you're in tabletop, just go ahead and move around a little bit in any way you like. And just come back to neutral in tabletop. We'll take thread the needle with the arm. So take your right arm, reach it up, and then draw it under the body. The left arm can extend forward, or maybe you take that left palm to the low back. And then draw the left hand back under the shoulder so you can press back to tabletop. Once you're in tabletop, just wiggle your hips side to side for a couple breaths. And then come back to stillness and reach that left arm up and draw it under the body. Just taking that right arm, whatever you did on the first side. And then bring the right hand under the shoulder, press back to tabletop, and then take your hips to your heels, child's pose. And then come up through tabletop into downward facing dog. And you have a little bit of time in down dog just to do whatever feels nice. Wake yourself up a little bit. And then walk your feet forward to your hands, forward fold top of the mat. Take an inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step to plank. Take an inhale, drop your knees, modified plank. Exhale, lower all the way to your belly. Inhale for cobra, lift head and shoulders. Exhale, lower back down, do 2 more cobras. Inhale, lift head and shoulders. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, lower, press through tabletop to downward facing dog. And then walk your feet forward to your hands, forward fold, front of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart. And then inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind the head, elbows wide. Inhale, lift the chest, open the elbows, little back bend. And exhale, come back to neutral. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step to plank or modified plank. Take an inhale there. Exhale, lower to your belly. Inhale, take your arms out to a T. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind the head. Inhale, lift head, shoulders, and arm. And exhale, lower down, take the hands by the sides of the rib cage, press through tabletop to downward facing dog. And then walk your feet forward to your hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands to the heart. We'll do one more round like that. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind the head. Inhale, little back bend, lift the chest, open the elbows. Exhale, come back to neutral. Inhale, arms by the ears. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step to plank. Take an inhale and plank. Exhale, lower to your belly. Inhale, arms out to a T. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind the head. Inhale, lift head, shoulders, and arms. And exhale, lower down, take the hands by the sides of the rib cage, press through tabletop to downward facing dog. And then walk your feet forward to your hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way to standing. And exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, right foot back for a lunge, right knee down to the mat. Inhale, arms by the ears, palms touch. Exhale, hands frame the foot, downward facing dog. Take an inhale and down dog. And an exhale. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, foot between the hands, back knee down. Inhale, arms by the ears, palms touch. Exhale, bend the elbows, take the thumbs to the upper back. Inhale, reach the arms back up. Exhale, hands frame the foot, back foot forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way to standing. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, left foot back, left knee down. Inhale, arms by the ears, palms touch. Exhale, hands frame the foot, down dog. Hold there for an inhale and an exhale. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, foot between the hands, back knee down. Inhale, arms by the ears, palms touch. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, hands frame the foot, back foot forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way to standing, reach up. Exhale, cactus your arms, little back bend. Inhale, reach back up. And exhale, fold forward, holding in this forward fold. So whatever arm variation you want, maybe hands are to opposite elbows. And just release your hands to the mat and step back to downward facing dog. And then take your right leg up and back. Just bend the knee, open the hip. Take a little bit of movement with maybe the ankle or the knee. And then straighten the leg, square off the hip. Bring the foot between the hands, drop the back knee down, and just reach your arms up by your ears so you're in a low lunge with your arms up. And arms can come up by the ears. I think we had a little technical glitch there. There you go. And then from there, bring your hands to your heart and twist to the right. Take your upper left arm to outer right thigh. And then just come back through center, reach your arms by your ears, and then take your hands down. Just go straight to downward facing dog and take your left leg up and back. Bend the knee, open the hip, move that foot or knee. And then straighten the legs, square off the hip. Bring the foot between the hands, drop the back knee down, and reach the arms up by the ears for your low lunge. And bring your hands to your heart, twist to the left, upper right arm, outer left thigh. And come back through center, reach both arms up by the ears, and then take the hands down, step back to downward facing dog. And take the right leg up and back. Bring the foot between the hands, spin the back heel down, and come all the way up to reverse warrior. Take your right arm up and back. And then extended side angle, right forearm to thigh, left arm by the ear. And then come up to warrior two, straighten your front leg and start to reach forward for triangle pose. And then come up to warrior two, cartwheel your hands down, vinyasa, or skip it, meeting in down dog. And then take the left leg up and back. Bring the foot between the hands, spin the back heel down, come all the way up to reverse warrior, left arm up and back. And then left forearm to thigh, right arm by the ear, extended side angle. And come up to warrior two, straighten your front leg, start to reach forward, come into triangle pose. And then back up to warrior two, cartwheel your hands down, your way to down dog. And come forward into plank. And lower all the way down to your belly. Just take your arms out to a T with your palms spinning down. And then take your right hand under your right shoulder and use that right hand to roll off to your left side. So that left arm is still behind you. And then your right leg can stack on your left leg, or you can bend that right leg and take the foot behind your bottom leg. And then for the last couple of breaths here, you can take the right arm and just loosely drape it behind your low back. And you might not like that, so that hand can stay forward if you try it and it feels too much. And then bring that right hand forward if it's not there. Roll back onto your belly and take your right arm to a T. Bring the left hand under the shoulder and roll off to your right side. And then maybe drape that left arm behind the low back. And then bring your left hand back forward. Roll back onto your belly and come into Sphinx pose. So bring the forearms forward. Then lower the head and shoulders to the mat. Take the hands back by the sides of the rib cage. Press yourself up to tabletop and just wiggle your hips side to side. And then take your right leg up and back behind you. Bend the right knee. And then take your left arm by your ear. Make a big half circle. Reach your left hand to the top of your right foot. And then slowly just release the leg and the arm forward and back, and then lower everything to tabletop. Wiggle your hips side to side. And then take the left leg up and back. Bend that knee. Take the right arm by the ear. Big half circle. Reach back for the foot. And then re-extend the leg and the arm. Lower them back down to the mat. Wiggle your hips side to side. And then come to downward facing dog. And take your right leg up and back. Bring the foot between the hands, drop the back knee down. So just holding in this low lunge, hands can be on blocks if you like. And then if you like, you could pull your left heel in towards your glute. Take your right arm by your ear and then half circle that arm back so you're reaching for the foot. Couple more breaths. And then carefully just release that foot, take the hand back to the mat, and just go straight back to downward facing dog. Just go straight to the other side. So take the left leg up and back. Bring the foot between the hands, drop the back knee down, and just hold there. And then if you like, pull that right heel in, reach the left arm forward and make that big half circle reaching for the foot. And carefully just release the foot, plant your hand, step yourself back to downward facing dog. And then if you like, you can inhale, come forward into plank. Exhale, lower to your belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then walk hands and feet towards each other, forward fold at the center of your mat. Take an inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands to the heart. And then pull your right heel in towards your glute and reach your right hand for either the inner or outer edge of the foot. And then reach your left arm by your ear. You can stay there if you want. You can come into dancer, leaning forward, pressing the top of the right foot back. And then slowly just unwind that, release the foot down, release the arms down, shake everything out. And then coming to the other side, pull the left heel in, reach the left arm by the ear, and then reach back for that foot. Right arm up by the ear, and then if you want, you can start to tilt forward. Take your time. And slowly make your way out of that. Release everything down. Give yourself a little shake. And then just come back to mountain pose right where you are. And take an inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Once you're folded forward, walk your feet wider than your hips. Spin your heels in and your toes out. And then bend your knees, hips to heels for Malasana, your yogi squat. And then take your hands to the mat, straighten the legs, lift the hips, walk the feet hips distance and parallel, and then come into downward facing dog. And if you'd like, you could take one more vinyasa, inhaling to plank and flowing through. Meeting in down dog, several more breaths here. And then just drop your knees down to the mat. You can come to seated for a moment just so you can watch me. We've done this before, but it's been a while. So we're gonna come into child's pose in the lower body. I find that a lot of people keep their hips up for this. So just make sure hips are back to heels. And then we're gonna take the arms across the body, kind of like you're gonna give yourself a hug, except the arms are gonna be straight. Palms will be up, and the forehead will be resting on a block. So I like medium setting because I feel like it gives me a little more space for my upper body. So the trickiest part about this is sort of getting into it. So find sort of a child's pose position with your lower body. So you're sitting on your heels, and then make your way forward so you can rest your forehead on the block. And let's start with your right arm over your left arm. So it's like you're giving yourself a hug, but the arms will be straight and the palms will be facing up. And it's a little tricky to find the positioning, so make sure you feel really supported by that block. If for some reason you don't like this, you can just be in a regular child's pose. Just a couple more breaths on this side. And then just carefully unwind your arms and make your way up to sitting on your heels just for a breath. And then find your way back down, left arm over right this time, palms facing up, forehead to block. And make your way up again. Block and go to the side. Sit on the heels again for one more breath. And then just come back to a regular child's pose. So you decide if your arms are by your ears or maybe the arms are back by the legs. And then if your arms aren't forward, just extend them forward. Make your way up through tabletop just so you can find your way onto your back. So maybe you just take your hips to the side, roll yourself back onto your back, and hug your knees in towards your chest. Just take a gentle rock side to side. And then just keep your right knee in, extend your left leg straight out onto the mat. And then take your right arm to a T, drop that leg over to the left for a twist. And come back through center, hug the left knee in, extend the right leg out. And take the left arm to a T, drop that leg to the right. And come back through center, hug both knees towards the chest, maybe coming into happy baby. And then release that, maybe hug your knees back in one final time and find your way into Shavasana, the comfortable position. And start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circle your ankles and wrists. Reach your arms by your ears, nice big stretch. And then roll off to one side, pause on your side, eyes closed. And make your way up to a comfortable seated position, eyes closed, hands at the heart. I have a short affirmation if you just want to repeat it to yourself after me. It says, I choose what I give my attention to. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.